Great. Hey, and to this queen, I'm gonna let me just accept your request. Okay, so you'll be able to respond to me if you see this. This was her point of view. Y'all tell me if she's right. Listen.
Academics, tell me something. Why is our society so patriarchal? Because this whole post just screams sexism. Why is Nikki not on here? You want to tell me that someone that's been rapping since 2010 and has been on, she's been on a song with Drake, she's been on a song with Kanye, she's been on a song with Thug and Future. She still doesn't get any acknowledgement. The only female rapper that has been on a feature of the same men that you're praising, and she's been running the game since 2010. You can't even give her acknowledgement. Tell me how that's not sexist. But you guys don't want to put Nicki. Instead, you want to put J. Cole like he's been doing anything. What's that song he only has? I really did this before. No. Like, stop it. Like, it's actually so cringeworthy. Like, I'm internally cringing when I see posts like this. Because every picture that I've seen and someone's made a different edit, Nikki hasn't been on any of them. You guys are so sexist. Like, I hate you.
There was another one.
I hate you, academics.
What I do? I didn't make this shit up. Okay, so some people are saying, hey, to have this without Nikki, it is wrong. Now, I've seen a bunch of you guys' lists. I'm going to tell you what my list is. Gotta be 4 people. This is the Mount Rushmore. Let me preface my picks by saying this. My picks are not about if you have garnered a fan base. If you have garnered a fan base, you shouldn't be thinking about being on a Mount Rushmore. You should be thinking about being in the all-time record books because your fan base is really successful. When I think about people who being on a Mount Rushmore, let's think about even the Mount Rushmore that exists even now. It's about people who have did things, changed society, who have left an impact and a mark on the people that have been around them, the culture they have affected, and so forth and so on. Because of that, my criteria is not because you have a lit fan base. And I have to put that out here now. So let me first of all apologize to any J. Cole supporters. J. Cole is not on my top 4. He's not on my Mount Rushmore at all. I am evaluating impact on the culture, being able to change the sound of the culture, being able to inspire others to come. That is greatness that should be looked upon. That gets you on my Mount Rushmore. May not be yours. Okay? So not because you got a lit fan base and you sold a lot of tickets and you go and get number ones means you are automatically on this list. I will tell you this as well. When thinking about my Mount Rushmore, because I was thinking all throughout the 2010s, and some of these people I'm going to mention is going to be sacrilegious to a lot of you guys who are stuck in the past, because to me, I think they're more influential than some you might think. With all due respect, Nicki Minaj, let's start with her. And by the way, I'll explain and expound upon J. Cole after this. Nicki Minaj has one of the largest and best fan bases in hip hop. I'm going to be very honest. Maybe when she raps these bars, which she's done many times in many different ways, these bitches are my sons. You just imagine that Nicki created female rap, but I look at Nicki as someone who was birthed from the tree of Lil' Kim. And even if you want to say Cardi was birthed from the tree of Nicki Minaj, which I don't know if I would say that because to me she's a social media baby, I don't see Nicki Minaj's impact to be as great as the people that I'm going to name. Now, does she has a larger fan base than most of the people I'm going to name? Yeah, of course. Nicki, congrats on having the barbs. They go hard for you. They love you. But I don't see what you've done to be generating as much excitement for other people trying to copy. I don't see it being as impactful for the people I'm going to name. Doesn't mean it wasn't. I could only pick 4. And if I could pick 10, Nicki would definitely be in the 10. Just to let you know. So I'm not shunning her at all. I'm just saying for 4. If we talk about female rappers, how could I really talk about Nicki's impact when only maybe one rapper in the last 10 years has accomplished anything near what she's done? Which is Cardi. And are we going to say Cardi was just a product of Nicki? I don't know. So again, if I'm going off my criteria, which is cultural impact, relevance, influence, and also just all involved skill, doesn't mean only pen, doesn't mean only lyrics. It means being someone who is influential, who is talented, and everything else. This is a Mount Rushmore, not a greatest of all times list. I have to respond and say that again. I'm not giving a top 4 in terms of skill. I'm giving a top 4 that are influential, mixed with skill, but also people who their face needs to be on the Mount Rushmore because we've seen them influence the sound of music, the style of music, artists who then became successful. That's where I go. So Nicki, if I was doing top 4 fan bases over the last 10 years, you would be in it. If I was to do top 4 most successful artists in the last 10 years, you'd probably be in it. My Mount Rushmore, given my criteria, you are not in it. We could only do 4. J. Cole as well is not in mine. J. Cole to me is a bit like Nicki. J. Cole has a great fan base. They love him. I would say the Barbers go harder than his fan base. I don't know even what the Cole fans are called. Most of them are just college people who just fuck with Cole. But I'm going to be honest. Cole, to me, lacks the main things that need to be on my Mount Rushmore. Is he supremely talented? Yes. But remember, I said that's not only enough to be on my Mount Rushmore. Has J. Cole's music, as his style, has his impact influenced many to come within this genre and culture? I would say no, compared to the people that are on my list. So I see some people say, just give us the fucking list. And I will. My list starts off as this. Future. And by the way, when it comes, let me do it the other way. Drake. Kendrick. Kanye. And then the last spot would either solely go to Future or go to a combination of Future and Thug. If we can't share spots, just Future. I don't even have to look at the chat. Let me give some obvious examples of people you're probably like, what about him? Travis, great. I think Travis has done a great job of creating almost a cult for himself, creating a movement. I think those are great things. Creating a sound. But his sound is super unique to him. I can't say he's influenced the whole culture with his sound. So as great as he is, especially post 2014, he's now my Mount Rushmore. You might say, no way you said Future might share it with Thug. Thug over J. Cole? Yeah, J. Cole could never sell as much as Thug. Could never sell as much as Nicki. But Thug's impact on rap culture in the 2010s is undeniable, if you ask me. It's undeniable. Without Thug, there's no Uzi, if you ask me. Without Thug, there's a lot of other rappers who came afterwards who were successful that won't be here. And I know some of y'all saying, well, if you're doing that, what about Chief Keef? This isn't a Soulja Boy debate of who came first. It's about who influenced more people and who was great enough. It would have been Chief Keef on my list if after around 2014, he didn't fizzle out musically. We didn't really hear much. So yeah, I can say Chief Keef influenced the likes of Fetty Wap, Uzi, Bobby Shmurda, anybody after him, shit, whoever you want to say, but he was musically relevant after around 2015.